All right, so let's talk about the police, laws, stuff like that for a minute. And let's preface this with something, which is that a lot of people right now that are pro orange dictator have decided that if you've overstayed your visa, it's a crime. Oh my God, it's a crime. It's a civil infraction. It's not a crime. It's a civil infraction, which a lot of people have rightly said is like running a red light, speeding, getting caught by a traffic cam, which the same people that are claiming that overstaying your visa is just a sin in front of the Lord are also forgetting that is the exact same kind of civil infraction as those that I just listed. And so I'll probably do a separate video over that with a different kind of tone because I have an idea for that. But if you guys didn't see the video going around, it's been removed from my watched, which means it's been deleted from TikTok, probably because it got censored, which happens. But there was a man in Tulsa who got ran over by a police car. If you guys didn't see that, the officer didn't do it necessarily on purpose. They just didn't put the car in park, and then the patrol car proceeded to roll forward over the man of color that was on the ground. That happened. That was a thing. That happened. Looks like the 10th is when it was reported on, and that's from KOCO News. But there's various other sources, and there was edited video here on TikTok that had kind of showed what happened. And then that a police officer was just saying that, they were after the guy originally for jaywalking. We'll get back to the jaywalking portion in a minute and why that cop is ACAB like the rest. But anyhow, to get onto it also, there's another video going around, a couple of them talking about the no-touch laws. Now, on the surface, you might think that sounds great, no touch. That's got to be something for, to help out kids, right? No. No touch is a law. It basically says if you touch your cell phone, an officer can pull you over. Now, I have a problem with both of these in particular. Not jaywalking in general. You probably shouldn't jaywalk. But again, jaywalking isn't a criminal offense. Using your cell phone in the car is not a criminal offense. These are what I'm going to dub and call, and if there's a better term, somebody let me know, but these are what I call probable cause crimes, is what they are. Probable cause crimes. What does that mean? Well, with the case of what happened in Tulsa, they stated, one of their spokespeople stated that the reason that they stopped this guy for jaywalking is it was a heightened area of crime in an area that has a lot of crime, and the citizens want him to do something about it. So they used this opportunity to stop a guy for jaywalking to make sure they were catching criminals. Jaywalking was the probable cause for them to harass him. Just like I can guarantee you how it's going to be used with the no-touch law, it will be a reason to pull you over and harass you, right? Increasingly, we see laws being brought forward or ordinances brought forward that allow the police to stop you for arbitrary reasons, right? Where they wouldn't normally. Do I think people should be using their cell phones while driving? No, absolutely. If you see someone on their cell phone and you're a police officer, you should pull them over and cite them. But at no point, and this is what a lot of people seem to lose the narrative, at no point should you yank someone out of their vehicle and beat them for using their cell phone, nor should you, draw on them. Okay? Somebody using their cell phone in their vehicle is an infraction you write them a ticket for. And I've been advocating for this before because people are like, what if they become, unmanageable? Or we should never get to that point. What should happen is the officer should be able to take video of the infraction, write a ticket, have that ticket delivered to the person. That's what should happen. And if anybody's got any disputes, like, well, then nothing will ever happen. No, well, then it can be taken to court. That video can be used to show, hey, they were on their phone while they were not supposed to be. Real simple. It doesn't involve doing all this. And regardless of if man was jaywalking or not, they found nothing. So now they've run him over, and now he gets to have the fun of fighting the city on that because it is difficult to sue police officers. In Colorado Springs, for example, I learned this after speaking with multiple law firms, that the law firms in this city have an agreement with the city and with the police department that if they want to practice law here for multiple things, they will not go after the city. So that's most likely the same in a lot of cities. These are probable cause laws. Probable cause are crimes, which means they're going to use them as a reason to get to people, and we know these are going to be disproportionately used. It was already hard enough to be a person of color and not have to worry about, being just ran down for some random thing. Now it'll be jaywalking. And it always kind of has been that, but now in a lot of states, and it's not just Colorado, it's in Colorado, but it's in a list of other states. It's also going to be, why'd you get pulled over? Well, I had my cell phone in my hand. That is the simple of the law. If your cell phone is seen in your hand, an officer may pull you over. Keep in mind that may portion. May. It's at the officer's discretion, which means they're not evenly applying that. It's who they determine to pull over. And I don't know about anybody else here, but I've seen numerous times where I've seen infractions that were that were more, more serious. Officer did nothing about it. I myself have reported crimes. Nothing's been in for it. Another one for you. I started my videos on TikTok talking about fireworks. Fireworks is a similar infraction. It's not legal to use fireworks in the city. People do it anyway, though, and if you say anything about it, they get really upset. But again, you want people to take overstaying a visa more seriously than fireworks. Somebody overstaying their visa isn't going to cause a house fire. Using fireworks will. But you guys are fine with that under whatever pretend guise you have set up in your head. Also, it's the laws for thee, not for me mentality, but here we are. So, yeah, these are crimes of probable cause is what they are. They want to go after whoever they want, and they're going to continue to push laws like these, not for the safety of anybody. Somebody simply having their cell phone in their hand does not denote reckless driving. We know what it looks like. All of us here know what it looks like when somebody's using their cell phone and is a danger and is distracted. We've seen it, we understand it, we know it. That's the problem, not having the cell phone in your hand, not touching the screen while it's on a hands-free, because that's also within there too. So I'm sure it differs slightly between state to state, but anyway, just a heads up that this is a thing. These things are going to continue to happen, and we need to be pushing back against this to get these things repealed and removed. This should not have been, something we had in the first place. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Let me know below, and yeah, that's all I got for you for right now.